How block drilling is destroying American wrestling. I'm Gene Zanetti with Wrestling Mindset, and today we're talking about block drilling versus varied drilling or random drilling. Now, what are the Russians doing differently than Americans in their style of wrestling? Is that they're so much better than us, or they may be doing things a little bit better, a little bit more effective, a little bit more efficient? And this is the age-old debate about block drilling versus random drilling. So block drilling is standard what Americans usually do. Drill a high crotch 3 times in a row. Partner drills his takedown over and over. Then the partner goes again, does sweep singles 3 times in a row. Partner goes. Basically drilling the same move over and over and over. That's how Americans are notorious for drilling. Now Russians, we see a little bit more of a different style of drilling. We see more sparring or play wrestling, as Cael Sanderson calls it. At the Pennsylvania Wrestling Coaches Convention last year, Cael Sanderson came in and talked to all of the coaches in Pennsylvania and said that big thing that he did when he wrestled was a lot of play wrestling, and that's what he institutes over at Penn State. And that seems to be what the Russians are doing, and Oklahoma State's doing it a lot. Play wrestling, sparring. So what we want to do is we want to look at it from a scientific approach. Okay, so we have right here motor learning and performance. This was one of my textbooks for my master's degree program over at Springfield College, so a little shout out right there. And they actually have a chapter about that, block drilling versus random drilling. So what they find is that block drilling actually breeds more success in the beginning. So that's how I think we kind of got on this roll of doing this over and over, because for beginners, block drilling is very effective, drilling that sweep single leg over and over and over. Okay, but as you go on to a more advanced, as a more advanced wrestler, you're going to definitely want to switch that up. In fact, as we see in the book, it says very specifically that as you have a certain level of competency with the drilling move, you now want to switch it up and start incorporating different things. So you drill your sweep single, then maybe a breakdown, a stand up, basically kind of going into a random order of drilling, more of a play wrestling sparring situation. So it's something you definitely want to take a look at. If this is backed by science, you should be looking at that too. Okay, so block drilling versus random drilling, we're going to come back for you later on in the night, and we're going to give you some real good examples of watching play wrestling in action and how you could incorporate it in your wrestling. Stay with us.